No, it's okay.
It's what's possible with this camera, like the camera.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 11th annual Cupertino High School Proud Pioneer Home Show. Thank you for coming out and during this weather. Thank you. So as to take advantage of this nice little window of non-rain, we're going to go ahead and just jump straight into the field show and do some senior presentations, play you a beautiful song on the way out, and then we'll thank you for coming. So we're going to go ahead and perform our field show, The Earth We Share. This show is a show about the earth and its beauty, the harm that humanity has brought upon it, a reflection of that harm, and then end with a little bit of hope. So tonight you'll be seeing the field show without some of our props, which are 16 trees which lit up with LEDs. We don't want to harm those. We want to make sure to have those for our competition on Saturday. Those play a pretty big part in the storytelling, so we apologize for that. We'll also be cutting back a little bit on some of the electronics that are usually part of the pit. So just bear with us. Obviously, we're not wearing our plumes tonight as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the show. We'll talk a little more after the show when we recognize some seniors here in a little bit. All right, so without further ado, under the field direction of our three drum majors, Emmanuel Miriyuki, Rohan Mota, and Serena Sahi, Cupertino High School Proud Pioneer Band.
How about another round of applause?
So I'm not surprised at all that this group did so wonderfully, considering all the weather today.
They've been resilient all year long. Several cancellations, TOB obviously, changes of schedule. So all year long they've been really resilient. They really demonstrated that tonight. So I've been proud of them all year long. I continue to be proud of them. You all have done a wonderful job in raising these children. So I hope you enjoyed the show tonight.
All right, and I'm back on. All right, so I couldn't have done this alone, obviously. We have a wonderful staff who teach our kids every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and even days in between. So staff, many of them are in the press box tonight. So staff, you've done a wonderful job. Thank you so much. Seniors, go ahead and start making your way out, please. So also couldn't do it without our wonderful administration, being led by our principal, Ms. Cammie Tomberlin, who is right in the middle. Ms. Tomberlin has been an integral part of our continued success. She plays a big role in making sure and always keeping an eye out on our program, on every program on campus, but in our program in particular, making sure that we have what we need. She's been a great leader for our school, and she's a great friend to our band. So, Ms. Tomberlin, thank you so much, and also thank you for all the support. The district and Ms. Tomberlin were very supportive in our TOB cancellation and helping us recuperate most of the financial loss that we took. So even though TOB didn't happen, because of the district's support and care for not only our program but all our kids here at Fremont Union School District, we're going to be okay, even though we had to take that cancellation for TOB. So, Ms. Tomberlin, thank you from all of us. Also, all our wonderful parents who travel with us, help move our equipment, feed our kids, get us on and off the field, make sure the uniforms are looking tidy. Several of you are out here tonight. You've been chaperones. You've been wonderful chaperones. Thank you so much to all of you for all you've done all year long. One man in particular who is the band dad. I don't think this whole band thing would happen without him. Our booster president, Mr. Ed Surratt. Ed, where are you? He's up top. He finally got to see the show. That's what it looks like from the top, Ed. He's always running around working. I'm glad he got to see the show from up top tonight. We also have some other guests from the Santa Clara Vanguard board, a big supporter of our program, Mr. Ray Pulver. He's also our TOB professional parade coordinator or event coordinator. Ray. He's also up top. Thank you for coming out, Ray. So you didn't get to see the trees tonight, which I'm disappointed because they looked really, really great. We had several students who really took charge in getting the lights lit up and all the batteries and inverters and you name it. But leading the charge, Mr. Kyle Dwan has been instrumental, pun intended. Thanks for all your work, Kyle. Shunji and Jake have also helped out tremendously. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the senior acknowledgments. Drum majors will be calling out seniors. Seniors, when they call out your name, just take a step, smile big, and say cheese for the picture.
Hi. First up, we have Eric. Eric Drum. That's what we have. Eric Drum.
All right, next up, we have Vanessa.
Next up, we have Catherine.
Next, we have Megna.
Next up, we have Allison.
Next up, we have Selena.
Next up, we have Cindy.
Next up, we have Allison.
Next up, we have Jane.
Next up, we have Sandhya.
Next up, we have Brandon.
Next up, we have Aslan.
Next up, we have Suki.
Next up, we have Kelly.
Next up, we have Ellie.
Next up, we have Andrea.
Next up, we have Naoto.
Next up, we have Eric.
Next up, we have Jason.
Next up, we have Jay.
Next up, we have Sweta.
Next up, we have Natasha.
Next up, we have Shaw.
Next up, we have Jillian.
Next up, we have Megan.
Next up, we have Ishan.
Next up, we have Jake.
Next up, we have Aviv.
Next up, we have Sam.
Next up, we have George.
Next up, we have Abhinav.
Next up, we have Stephanie.
Last but not least, we have Sarah. Now, next up, we have Rohan Moda.
And up here, we have Serena. And last but not least, our fabulous director, Mr. I.
I guess I'm graduating now. All right, I think there's some gifts that we're going to share with these seniors. So this year's class of 32 seniors is the largest class we've had since I've been at Cupertino for 11 years now. So a lot of leadership, a lot of time and effort that you're seeing up here. So seniors, thank you, congratulations. All right, so we're going to go ahead and close out tonight's performance with a performance of our band song, Over the Rainbow. As they're setting up, I also want to point out one more guest that we have. Earlier, a couple of weeks back, we had one of our wonderful feeder middle school directors here, Mr. Darren Ishimatsu. He was here a couple of weeks ago to support his former students. Tonight we have from Lawson Middle School, Miss Maritza Spieler. She's here tonight. Thank you for coming out and supporting our awesome students that you sent our way. Thank you for doing a wonderful job of preparing them.
Hi, it's me. Join us. We're probably going to play like music, but it's over the radio. Last time we had to watch the annual, we were watching the halftime showcase. We were there, and there was I don't know if so yeah, you weren't there, but it was crazy. See a silver instant at the bar. Yeah, I think I kind of looks like over here?
All right. Thank you again. One more group I want to recognize because I know you're out there. Alumni, where are you? There you are. Thank you for coming out. Alumni, continuing to support us. All right, so once again, thank you for coming out in the rain. If you want to see the show complete with trees and all, we do have a rehearsal out here on Saturday, as you know, right around 11:40-ish. We do our final run-through, so if you're not doing anything that day, you want to come on out and check it out. Also, we're going to be performing at Stockton. Our performance time is 9:30, so you can see the show in its entirety there as well in our final competition. Once marching season's over, we have a really quick turnaround in preparation for our winter concert, which is on December the 13th, less than a month away. So we invite everyone out to the winter concert, 7 p.m. in our theater. We want to thank you for all your support all year long. We know that being a part of band is not only the student, but also the family and picking up the kids at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, that takes commitment on everybody's part. So thank you so much for everything that you've done all year long. It's been a great season. I think the students have enjoyed the show. I've enjoyed preparing it, working with these kids, working with our staff. It's been an awesome year all the way around. And I really, really think that this year's show is a true, it tells the story of what this group is about. And that's a lot of character, and it ends with hope. So come on out and see us either Saturday afternoon or Saturday night. And then hopefully we'll see you at the winter concert on December 13th. Lastly, we are going to allow the kids to take the uniforms home to air them out. If you would please help support making sure that they get taken out of the bag tonight and hung up, so that way they can dry out. We'll be posting more instructions on Facebook. So if you would take some time and kind of oversee that, that's taking place at home. We are going to take a little bit of time also to put equipment away and dry it, because some equipment has to dry tonight. So if you be a little patient with us as we go through that process. Thank you so much. You've been a wonderful audience. Have a good night.